Now come to the general characters of fungi. When we are talking about the general characters of fungi, you all know that they are heterotrophic organisms, non-chlorophyllous hyphae. Reproduction can take place by vegetative means, that means by fragmentation, fission and budding. And when we are talking about the other types of reproduction, that means that can be asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. When asexual reproduction takes place, it takes place by spores, conidia and zoospores. Three different type of asexual structures are there by which reproduction takes place. Sexual reproduction takes place by oospores, ascospores and basidiospores. According to the classification, they have been divided into separate structures. They all are produced in the fruiting bodies, and these fruiting body, that can be zoosporangia, that can be conidiophores, that you will study in the separate groups. Network of hyphae is called mycelium. Like if we are saying that suppose this single structure is called hyphae. So when we are talking about the group of hyphae, many hyphae are there. They are called as mycelium. It is called as mycelium. So we are saying that network of hyphae is called mycelium. You should know what is hyphae and what is mycelium. Hyphae which have the multinucleate cytoplasm are called cenocytic hyphae. I already told at the time of classification, when there were no septa and many nucleus were present, that is called as cenocytic hyphae. Cell wall is made up of chitin and polysaccharides, and we can say that cosmopolitan in nature, that means they can grow anywhere, mostly grow in warm and humid places. But you can see fungi in your refrigerator also. When the tomato is rotten or some of the vegetable is rotten, you can see fungi on that. You can see fungi on the bread. So warm and humid places you can see the fungi. Even in rainy season you can see number of fungal growth. They are saprophytic, they can be parasitic, they can be symbiotic. You have studied about the symbiotic relationship in junior classes also, like algae and fungi are living together, and that is called as symbiotic relationship. You know that algae is providing food and fungi is providing shelter. So lichens and mycorrhiza we will study. These are the two examples of symbiotic fungi. Example, Puccinia. Now wheat rust disease, we are saying that they are parasitic, so they can cause diseases in plants as well as in animals. Penicillium yeast is a unicellular fungus. So wheat and rust disease caused by penicillium yeast is a unicellular fungus. So these are the some general characteristics of fungi. Now we know that fungi is made up of thread-like structures called hyphae. You have already studied that can be aseptate or that can be septate. Aseptate is having multinucleate structure, and as I told, multinucleate structure is called cenocytic structure. And when we are talking about the reproduction, you have studied in general characters, again reminding vegetative, asexual and sexual. So when we are talking about the sexual reproduction, when we come to this point, it has three steps: plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. So that can be asked separately: plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. When we are talking about the plasmogamy, now as the word is indicating, plasmogamy, that means fusion of protoplasm between two motile and non-motile gametes. So that means we can say that if you are saying one is motile gamete having flagella and other is non-motile gamete, motile will move towards the non-motile and then protoplasm fuse together. Such type of fusion is called as plasmogamy. Karyogamy when there is fusion of two nuclei. That means protoplasm have been fused. After that, nucleus is fusing together. This is nucleus. When it is fused, then it is called karyogamy. So first plasmogamy, followed by karyogamy, and then karyogamy followed by meiosis. Meiosis, that means after this, when the zygote is formed, zygote is resulting into haploid spores. You all know that whenever any sexual reproduction takes place, there is always fusion of two gametes. Then when the gametes are fused, at that time, then nuclear fusion is there, and then zygote is formed, and zygote starts dividing, and zygote is forming haploid spores. Then we come to the vegetative reproduction. How vegetative reproduction takes place in fungi. Vegetative reproduction takes place by following methods like fragmentation, budding, fission, sclerotia, and rhizomorphs. So we are studying 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 methods. In our book only 3 methods you can see. These 2 are not there, clearly not given, so you can see fragmentation. That means fungi have been divided into fragments. Fragmentation you have studied in 10th class in planaria, Spirogyra. So fragmentation takes place. Molds, yeast and mushrooms. Budding takes place in yeast, fission again in yeast, and sclerotia. When we are talking about this type of vegetative reproduction, it takes place in slime molds. And what is the structure? Sclerotia. It is penetrating body made up of hyphae during unfavorable conditions, like this is hyphae, and this group of hyphae, group of mycelium is forming a sharp pointed structure with the hyphae, that is penetrating body, and it is called as sclerotia. When we are talking about the rhizomorphs, rhizomorphs takes place in Serpula. Serpula is the example. It is forming rope-like masses of hyphae, or we can say root-like structures of hyphae, and that too usually in unfavorable condition, but it occurs in others structures also. So we are saying that vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation, budding, fission, sclerotia and rhizomorphs.